Hey folks, we're here at Rex and Sons RVs. We're here with Jim and Robin Berzowski from Meet the Berzowskis. They are Sylvansport GO owners, as in they own a GO camper. And you guys have a 2013, is that right?
Yep.
So tell us about your experience with the GO and some of your favorite things about the GO.
Yeah, I grew up camping, and when I was a kid, we did tent camping and then pop-ups. When Jim and I retired, we decided we would like to camp, but we'd like to be off the ground. A pop-up would be fine, except we really wanted to camp in the comfort of our car. This is perfect because it only weighs 840 pounds, so we pull it with our Honda CR-V. And we're just on the go all the time, camping.
Nice.
And you guys have a name for your camper too.
Yes, we do. It's Leo, Low Earth Orbiter. We picked that name up in NASA while we were traveling in Florida last spring with the GO.
We're at Kennedy Space Center.
Kennedy Space Center. And we've taken several trips to Florida now with the GO and camped at the lovely Florida State Campground. So been enjoying it that way.
And some of the national forests, like Ocala National Forest, the campgrounds there in Florida. We've also camped in Yellowstone National Park. That was great. And no, we're not afraid of the bears. You don't keep food in the GO at those parks where there's risks of bears.
She's not afraid of the bears. I am.
Well, that's because I run faster than he does. So at a camp like that where there's a risk of bears, you keep your food stored in a hard-sided thing like your car, or they provide you bear boxes. So no fear of bears, though we did see some. And we've camped in Wisconsin.
Peninsula State Park
Right,
in Wisconsin.
We come from Wisconsin.
You guys
and
are from
we're
Wisconsin.
Yep.
from Wisconsin.
Yeah, we've put a lot of miles on the GO with really no trouble at all. It's like towing. You don't even know you're towing anything, to be honest with you. It's really nice and light. We've camped with other people and loaded it up to the gills with all other people's gear along with our own, and never had trouble towing or the capacity and the ability to kind of mount things. If you kind of think out of the box, it's very flexible as far as storage and mounting and clamping things down if you have to, so things don't blow out the back while you're going down the highway.
Right, it's got great poles on it for mounting bike racks, kayak racks. We actually have an inflatable kayak, which we keep in the front. There's a 9 cubic foot storage area in the front of the GO, and that's where we keep that. Let's see, there's a lot of great ventilation in the GO. These open up. You've got the rain panel, but you've also got screen that even no-see-ums don't come in, and down below there's screening.
If it's raining, and you can't really have the the sides open, these lower vent panels are really nice. I mean, they really help with keeping it, some air circulating in the camper.
And conversely, when it's cold, like it was in Yellowstone, or even when we were camping in Florida a few weeks ago, it was down 39, 41 at night. But it's like a tent, it is a tent, so you zip it up and you're nice and cozy. You have sleeping bags and such. We're going to Alaska this summer, probably 6-week camping trip through Alaska. Jim is thinking, he's thinking he'd like to bring a little portable heater for safety purposes, a kind that shuts off if it falls over.
A little electric heater. We're
Yeah.
probably going to drag that along.
So we'll see. But so far we haven't needed it, as long as we had good sleeping bags and such.
But the thing about it that's really nice is it's not hard to set up. It's very easy to set up once you do it a couple of times. But it's not only a camper, so I've used it to move things. So I've helped people move. I've picked up lumber and materials for projects at home. And so you not only can use it as a camper, but the utility purposes of a trailer, it works actually really well. And it's easy to move around. If you're by yourself, it's very easy to move it if you need to. We actually store this camper and 2 vehicles in our attached garage, so you don't have to have that additional cost of storage of a large, if you're into smaller campers, it's just a convenient size and easy to stow and what have you. They're very flexible that way.
And when we were camping with some friends, we had 4 bikes and all of our camping equipment, all of their camping equipment in and we traveled with no problem in the Go. They didn't, full disclosure, they didn't sleep with us in the Go. They had their own tent, but we certainly had plenty of space for all the equipment.
And you guys had experienced some wind also. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, the first night we ever set it up in a real camping situation, there were 35-mile-an-hour winds at the beach in Florida, and we had no trouble at all setting it up and taking it down a week later when we left. So it really wasn't any trouble. What we did was we put the hard side into the wind, and it was no trouble at all setting it up. So. And the other trip we camped in North Carolina, so we've put a lot of miles on it, and I found that, I check things like wheel bearings and, wire, tire wear and things like that, and everything is always good. We've towed it in the heat and in the cold, and I haven't had any problems where, you get out and you go, looks like that's getting warm, like, bad bearings or something like that. None of that's occurred, so. I'm just kind of, I guess a little anal about that because, that's the kind of stuff that breaks when you're on the road. So I'm always watching that, and so far no trouble at all. It's very solid.
Great. So how about we go outside and show everybody you guys' rig ready to go.
Sounds good.
So this is Leo
Leo.
out here.
You're not Leo.
This is Leo.
Here's Leo, coolest camper ever. Have our bikes.
And like I was saying about ease of mounting and storage and whatever, this is just kind of a makeshift way of mounting our bikes. We will be investing in a bike rack because this is, it's just never consistent in mounting it this way. So, but it does work. If you need to do something where you have additional gear that you need to stow or to travel with, there's ways to mount it. We've traveled with it in the up position and the down position. And either way, it tows just fine. There's no issue with towing it in the upper. It tows like the same in either position. So it's kind of your preference as far as how you want to tow with
storage. We travel with some storage bins. I don't know if you can see these black storage bins. We have our camping equipment in one of them, kitchen equipment. We have our sports equipment like our bike helmets and our life vests in.
No, it's locked.
This is where we keep our inflatable kayak and other tools. And you can see there's cooler chests, and we have our little grill in our container. It all fits, everything we need.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for stopping by here at Rex and Sons RVs here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I wish you guys a lot of safe journeys and safe travels on the rest of your endeavors.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Meet the Berzowskis.
You got it.
Let's go. Enjoy life's journey.
There you go.